everybody, Wendy Zapata with NorCal Financial and Insurance Solutions, and I want to let you know September is Life Insurance Awareness Month. So I want to talk to you about life insurance and what exactly it is and why you need it. And a lot of people think, well, I already know this, but you know what? I'm going to tell you things that you didn't even think about. So please follow along. I think you're going to get some value from this. I know that every time I visit the subject, it just brings me back to the reason why I do have the coverage I do, and I am so grateful that I do have it. So number one, your health buys your life insurance. That's the first thing that you need to know. So if you've been thinking about getting life insurance or seeing what it costs, get with somebody and get that started, because if something happens, you may not qualify for life insurance, okay? So there is the first tip. So Life Insurance 101. Nobody really wants to think about life insurance. This is so true. But if someone depends on you financially, it's a topic that should not be avoided. Getting life insurance doesn't have to be hard or boring. I promise you it's not. But we have some answers to the common questions about life insurance so you can make informed decisions about protecting your loved ones financially. And loved ones can also be animals or your favorite church. So there's so many other things that go along with life insurance. So why is life insurance worth it? There are many answers to the question of why life insurance is important, but the most important one is to ensure your family's financial security and peace of mind. I know in the community that we live in, we see at least once a week how many people are having GoFundMes because something happened to a loved one. And it's awful and heartbreaking because those people should be grieving and sitting, with the people they love. And now they're scrambling and trying to figure out how they're going to financially survive. So if anyone depends on your income, they would most likely struggle if you were to pass away. That's why life insurance is so important to have. There are many different types of insurance policies. Essentially, they all pay cash to your loved ones when you die. Fun fact, life insurance is probate free, meaning if and when somebody passes and you're the beneficiary, you're gonna get that money. Uncle Sam has nothing to do with it. It will come directly to you as the beneficiary, and it's generally tax-free. So money from life insurance can be used to cover daily living expenses, a mortgage or rent payments, outstanding loans, college tuition, and other essential expenses. Life insurance is the best way to ensure that your loved ones would be in a good financial place if you and your income were no longer in the picture. So now let's talk about, what does life insurance cover? Life insurance covers virtually any type of living expense, and here's some common expenses that you may not even think about or factor in. Immediate expenses. So this is going to include funeral and burial costs, uncovered medical expenses, mortgage or rent, car loans, credit card debt, taxes, estate settlement cost. So that's a big chunk right there, it can be. But it's nice to know that, especially if you're gonna, somebody may be off work for 3 to 6 months while they're grieving, having that money in place while you are trying to get it together is so important, because it's going to allow you not to stress out and have another thing on your mind. It gives so much peace of mind, okay? That is one of the true benefits of insuring your love for somebody else and giving that insurance. It's so important. So ongoing expenses, food, housing, utilities, transportation, healthcare and insurance, and maybe you need to continue a family business. And then future expenses. So life insurance can also fund your future. This can be college costs and also retirement. You have no idea how many people have lost a loved one and come in and say, okay, Wendy, I have $100,000, $250,000. what do I do with it? And I can show them how to replace a portion or all of the income that was lost by the spouse, and show them how to create a lifetime income that will be tax-free. So another question that comes up, do I need life insurance? I'm gonna say 99.9% of everybody needs life insurance. It is something that everybody should have. I don't care how old you are. How does life insurance pay out? So of course, life insurance typically is also death insurance. So once a person dies, and a death certificate is put in place, okay, so you have a death certificate, and once that is issued, then the monies is paid out to the beneficiaries. Also though, life insurance can pay out now if you live. So if you have a heart attack, stroke, or cancer, or can't do 2 out of 6 of the activities of daily living, or you're terminally ill, your life insurance can pay you, and we would put a claim in, okay? With your doctor will put a claim in with the company, and you may receive a check while you're living and getting better. This is huge, you guys. It is not just death insurance any longer. All right, so what is the average cost of life insurance? The price of life insurance really depends on 4 factors, and that's gonna be 1, your age, 2, your health, 3, the type of policy that you are going to buy for yourself and how much coverage. And then also, well, that said for 1, 2, 3, 4. And then also, what type of policy, is it going to be a term insurance, or is it going to be a permanent life insurance? So with that said, don't let your age or health status discourage you from considering life insurance. There are policies available for people of any age, as well as those with high blood pressure, diabetes, people that smoke, also people that are heavy. I have so many people say, well, I want life insurance, but I just want to lose 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 40 pounds. And then they come back a year later and say, oh my gosh, I lost 30 pounds, but I have blah, blah, blah. So it doesn't cost you anything to see if you qualify. Just get an application in and see if you qualify and go from there, all right? So, also, policies can be so inexpensive. Most people will say, how much do you think a $100,000 policy will cost you? I can say a typical 30-year-old male, if they want a term insurance, it could be as low as $13 a month. It could be as high as whatever they want to pay, because it may be for retirement funding. So you cannot guess the correct amount it's going to cost you. A simple quote will tell you. It doesn't even cost you anything to find out. Okay, so now let's look at this. So how much life insurance do you need? The amount of life insurance to buy depends on who you want to protect financially and for how long. For a general idea, consider the following. 1, add up the immediate, ongoing, and future expenses your family or loved ones would incur if you were to pass away. That could mean everything from funeral costs to rent and mortgage to college tuition, whatever. So I call it thinking on paper. Just sit down, write down everything that you would want to be paid off, and just get that off of your plate, okay? 2, add up the financial resources your loved one already has. This could mean a spouse's income and life insurance that's already in place. 3, subtract your financial resources from the anticipated expenses. The difference from the 2 is the approximate life insurance to buy. Typically, most people want to have $1 million in coverage. I always hear that. How much coverage would you like? I want to leave no less than $1 million to, my family. How much can you afford? It's usually $100 is what they say. So we see what we can work with, and then we get it to a point where it's going to work for the client and give them some sort of peace of mind and compromise that will fill that void for them, all right? So An easy rule of thumb, experts recommend having life insurance that equals between 10 to 15 times your gross income. But many people need even more than that. To get a more accurate idea, just get with a life insurance professional. I am one. And we will talk about what you do need to cover. And that's all I have for right now. I just wanted to give you some life insurance 101, how it works, what it costs, and who it qualifies for it. And if you have any questions, get a hold of me here.